Welcome to Immigration Quicktake. This is Ellie Rutledge Silver with the American Immigration Lawyers Association. Last week, Congressman Mike Honda of California reintroduced the Reuniting Families Act, or RFA. And here to share the details of the bill and why AILA supports it is Bob Sakaniwa, Senior Associate Director of Advocacy at AILA. Bob, thanks for joining me. First, what would this bill do?
The Reuniting Families Act, H.R. 4798, introduced by Congressman Honda just last week, is an important measure that would vastly improve our current family immigration system, a system that hasn't been fixed in over 2.5 decades. Right now, we know one of the biggest problems are the current backlogs suffered in many of the categories, and the RFA will address this in two significant ways. One, it would reduce backlogs by simply recapturing green cards that were unused in previous years, allowing for the infusions of tens of thousands of additional green cards. Of course, this was only a temporary measure because once the green cards are recaptured, we still face many immigrants waiting to come to the United States. So another important provision will be the reclassification of lawful permanent residents, children, and spouses as the immediate family category, which of course we know is not capped and will help to reduce the pressure and need for green cards as it exists now. The bill also makes improvements to the situation many permanent partners face in trying to reunite with their partners from abroad. And these are also important, very needed changes to improve our family immigration system.
Why does AILA support it?
AILA supports this bill because in this current environment of anti-immigrant rhetoric that we hear so much as the campaign debates drone on, it takes a very different view of immigrants. It sees immigrants and the families that they join as being part of what makes America great. Immigrants and their family members work together both economically and socially to make huge improvements to our neighborhoods, our communities, and ultimately to our nation as a whole. And this has been a proven formula throughout our entire history.
What can AILA members do?
AILA members who support immigration and family immigration specifically should highlight this bill, H.R. 4798 from Congressman Honda, the Reuniting Families Act, as an example of the direction we should be going in terms of immigration policy. Right now, the rhetoric is very much against current levels of immigration to the point where many members are trying to restrict the level of immigration. And so this bill provides a great counterpoint and a different view on where we think immigration policy should be headed. And a perfect place to convey that message would be here in Washington, D.C. Yes, you know where I'm going, on April 7th. That is National Day of Action for us, when we hope many of you will be in town to spread the important and good words about immigration and the direction our immigration policy should be headed.
Thanks, Bob, for joining me. For the rest of you, please stay tuned for more updates from the American Immigration Lawyers Association.